Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on OneSpotMedia.com.
Up first this evening, we zoom in on a ballooning squatter settlement in Norbrook, St. Andrew.
Now, residents are upset that the authorities have taken a seeming lackluster approach in dealing with the problem, which has caused many to move out of the neighborhood.
Now, as you'll hear in this report, people are moving in by the droves on abandoned land owned by the National Water Commission in the upscale community.
At a time when the country is facing a water crisis, watersheds like this one in Norbrook, St. Andrew are seen as critical, as every drop matters. Except in this case, this critical source could be nearing the end. It's located on lands owned by the National Water Commission, NWC, but now occupied by squatters. The property is tucked inside an off-road along Norbrook Road in Upper St. Andrew. We journeyed in to find the burgeoning settlement comprising mostly of concrete structures. The road not in perfect shape, but good enough for the squatters to carry material for their abode. The deeper we drove in, the more houses we saw, finished and unfinished. The NWC property also an illegal garbage dump. This is one of the spots where the waste is burned, a double threat to the environment with air and land pollution. Abandoned vehicles also a feature of this emerging squatter settlement, equipped with Jamaica public service poles and internet infrastructure. We obtained drone pictures of what the property looked like a few years ago, with less than a handful of houses and more trees. All that has changed as the land is being cleared for more illegal structures. We attempted to get a comment from the National Water Commission about why it had abandoned the prime property in the first place. We're yet to receive a response. We also reached out to the Jamaica Public Service Company, but we were told no comment. But residents of Norbrook and Cherry Gardens are incensed. They didn't want to speak on camera, but they told us they've made several attempts to speak with the National Water Commission about the illegal development on the property to no avail. It's understood meetings have also been held with the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation and the Member of Parliament. Still, the squatter settlement continues to grow.
Quite a few people, especially on Shortwood Drive, have sold their houses. I, for one, I have moved out of my house. I've rented it. And a part of the reason, the driving force behind that is the fact that the smoke from the burnings was a problem, especially for my wife. She was greatly affected by it.
The thing that worries me mostly is the health aspect of it, health hazard. So many people are complaining about their health deteriorating with all this burning that is going on.
If I owned a property and it was being used illegally and impacting on several neighbors, I'm sure that a lawsuit would be served upon me to clean up my act. And I think that's where we have to go. It's unfortunate, but maybe this is where we have to go now.
It's feared the bigger the settlement is allowed to grow, the more the face of this upscale neighborhood will change forever. Just last year, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said his administration would be taking a no-nonsense approach as it relates to people settling on prime government land. Several persons were evicted from a property earmarked for development on Bernard Lodge.